Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about a tragedy that happened in 1995 involving the Avenues gang. Now the Avenues, they have a long history dating back over 6 decades. They later became a reputable gang in the Cypress Park, Highland Park, and Glass Hill Park areas. Along the years, the Avenues would become big players in the drug trade and also in the wars in the streets, with them having several rivals like Cypress Park Boys, Highland Park Gang, Frogtown Reefer, and Tunerville Reefer, just to name a few. On September 17th, 1995, the Avenues will be in an alley along Isabel Street in the Cypress Park area. This area was called the Avenue of Assassins, or the Avenue of Killers by the Avenue members. Around 1:45 a.m., a family named the Kuhens would drive in that exact same alley. Inside the car was Timothy driving, Robin in the passenger seat, and their 3-year-old daughter Stephanie, and their 2-year-old son Joseph. Both of the kids were in the back seat. Timothy drove his family afar from a family barbecue. Unfamiliar with the neighborhood and not noticing a dead-end sign, Timothy mistakenly turned onto Isabel Street. Timothy had drove a short distance, even drove past graffiti warning in Spanish saying streets are killers. The police said about 20 gang members surrounded Timothy's car, blocking the way, and even started throwing things at Timothy's car. As Timothy desperately tried to drive through the barricade of gang members, they opened fire. One bullet struck Stephanie in the head as she laid in her mother's arms. Her 2-year-old brother Joseph was hit in the left foot, and a bullet grazed Timothy in the back. This shooting took 3-year-old Stephanie's life. This caused immediate outrage in the community and all across the country. Even Bill Clinton would give assistance in this case. The mayor of LA would make a task force to clear out all gangs. Stephanie's funeral was held on September 25th. It was later a $25,000 reward to find her killers, and this led to 4 men from the Avenues being arrested. The 4 Avenue members to be arrested were Anthony, Manuel, Hugo, and Augustine. A lot will go on during this trial, with this being a high-profile case. Many residents of Isabel Street would be mad that other killings soon after wouldn't get the same media attention, and only believe this case did because the victims were white. They also mentioned how minority kids lost their lives every day with no attention. Avenue members would claim their innocence. Hugo would say, "I'm an Avenues member, but I didn't participate in these crimes." But another motive soon popped up in this case. It was later said that Timothy and Robin was in the alley to buy drugs, which Timothy owed the Avenues, and this led to them shooting at him. Robin would later deny this claim and say they were just lost and went the wrong way. The defense team in this trial stated that Timothy and Robin knew the layout of the neighborhood and there was no way that they would be lost. But all this would still lead to Hugo, Anthony, and Manuel receiving life in 1997. Stephanie's mom, Robin, would later state after the trial, "I'm glad it's over. She can rest knowing we did our best and we were successful getting the people who took her life away." This was a tragic story. R.I.P. to Stephanie. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.